Well, do you remember what you were doing 19 years ago today? On this day in 1999, the Vikings played the Atlanta Falcons in the NFC Championship game at the Metrodome. The Vikings were heavily favored. A Vikings super fan was in the crowd that day to witness the infamous missed field goal. As Kate Raddatz reports, her family wonders if she's a small part of the current Minneapolis miracle.
After that infamous missed kick in the 1998 season NFC Championship game almost 2 decades ago, the camera flashed the face of this woman who shared the emotions of every Vikings fan across the country.
It's probably not her most flattering picture. You could tell she wasn't happy.
That woman was Colleen Wheely, mom to these 3 kids. Last week, the family saw a story on WCCO that happened to include Colleen's reaction to that kick, video they had never seen before.
To be honest, I cried.
Colleen was at that game as a gift for being in remission from breast cancer.
Seeing her like that was so empowering, such a good feeling.
That's because Colleen was a lifelong die-hard Vikings fan. Sundays were a ritual in this Maple Grove home.
She'd get so into the games that she would sometimes get upset and end up swearing. So we'd have to close the window so the neighbors wouldn't hear.
Of course, the Vikings lost that game, and soon after, Colleen's cancer came back, and she lost her battle. She died just a few years later at the age of 48.
You think you're going to pull through this, no problem. And then obviously reality hits you.
Even 17 years later, it's still tough.
Since then, every Vikings game has made her children, who now have their own children, think of their mom, especially Sunday's memorable ending.
She probably would have peed her pants, to be honest with you.
The siblings say Colleen wanted nothing more than to see the Vikings play in a Super Bowl. And while she wasn't in the stands at Sunday's game, maybe there was something miraculous with that catch, at least to them.
She was 100% part of that.
Now, one of the rules that she had was that no Packer fans were allowed in the house on game days. But the family has modified that rule a little bit. Both Brent and Stacy married Packer fans. Of course, the Vikings will get another chance at a new NFC Championship this Sunday against the Eagles. And wow, what great memories they have with her. And they said it's been so fun this season, too.
I don't think they're alone. I think a lot of people share that, and there's a big emotional connection. So.
Absolutely.
Yeah, good for them.
Yeah.
All right. Make sure you stay with CCO on air and online through the Vikings playoff run. Mark Rosen and Jason DeRusha are going to be in Philly for the big game.